Today, welcome to Glen Meditation. I'm in the kitchen today because I'm demonstrating how I make really cold water for ice baths. And just looking in the freezer here, you check out right there, that's 4 liter jug of ice water that I just freeze. I have a small freezer so I can just do one, but I put that into the bathtub. So I just ran the water on just cold water. Last time I did a video on anything in the tub in cold water. I just used cold water. This time I have 4 liter ice cube in there, which I put in the tub when I first started pouring the water in. By the time you get in, it's really cold. One thing is when I started doing Wim Hof last year, I tried cold showers and that was really difficult for me. And I just couldn't take them. Then this year I just started taking baths. And what I did is I would put warm water in to start with, and I would bathe in that with some Epsom salts, and then I would slowly take the warm water down about half the tub and then fill it up with cold water until I got used to sitting in, cool water. And then I would just, in Canada, the cold water that comes out of the tap is pretty cold. So I just started doing that, and I was able to handle that. And now I'm able to handle, I'm able to handle these, which are completely frozen in just cold water. It's definitely, I haven't measured the temperature of the water. I don't have a thermometer yet, but it's definitely colder than the ocean water in September in Canada. And soon I hope to go out and try some lakes or some rivers. But if you see the Wim Hof method on YouTube, you can do a course through Wim Hof. There's a couple different courses to learn how to do it properly. If you're just winging it on your own, take it safe. Most people just can't go and jump in ice cold water. You got to train to build up to it. So what I do is I'm at the point now, you see where I can handle one of these things in, and I didn't want to go out and buy ice because it's expensive, and also I think in this kind of bathtub, if you put ice down, it's going to be pretty slippery and difficult to manage that with Parkinson's. So if I get in and out of the tub, I'll probably slip. But this temperature water is pretty cold. Also today I'm not shaking because of the cold water. I had a coffee a couple hours ago, and for some reason with my Parkinson's and my adrenals, if I have a coffee, even though I know what's going to happen, I forget sometimes and have one, and then for a few hours I shake. But on another note, the coffee gives you more energy and you feel better on that side too, but you shake more. So that's definitely one thing I've been noticing with Parkinson's, is some things you do that increase your health. As your health starts to increase, sometimes the shaking comes on more, so it's hard to tell if the symptoms are bad or good all the time. Anyhow, the point of making this video is to show people with Parkinson's or chronic diseases that Wim Hof method is working for lots of people. I've been doing it a few weeks, and the great thing is with Parkinson's, and a lot of people nowadays have anxiety with Parkinson's. You definitely have anxiety. And when you do the ice baths, you come out, and if you're one of those type of people who's like a sponge, and everywhere you go you absorb all this energy and you feel like drained at the end of the day, as soon as you get in the ice bath at night, when you come out, my experience is the anxiety is just washed away and you feel fresh. Quite often you go in really serious and then you come out laughing and in a good mood, making jokes. So the ice water has a profound effect. So it's good for that way. So I'm just going to lie back here and not say much anymore, and just to try to imagine, or try just going in a cool bath, seeing how difficult this is, and how just a few weeks ago I couldn't do it, and just by practicing I built up so I can do it. So I'm going to go fully. And now this water is really cold. Definitely the head and the neck is the hardest place to feel the water. There's a lot of people with chronic diseases out there now, and a lot of people that don't have money to treat them, and one thing to look into Wim Hof method is it's cheap. Like, you know, you can, as they say, it's not too expensive to do the course, or if you want to try to figure it out for yourself, which isn't the best advice, but you can find videos on YouTube of the breathing exercises, and just be careful and check out the dangers of cold water immersion and stuff. I actually watched a video today where they say the most dangerous thing with cold water is people without life jackets that fall into the cold water, and the first thing that gets them is they panic and they don't breathe properly, and then they exhaust themselves. And it's not the hypothermia. A lot of people don't wear life jackets because they think that they would die in the cold water right away anyhow. So, but it's not. The video I watched today actually said it's the fact that they panic and they exhaust all their energy, and most of them die like 2 meters from shore, and it takes actually an hour for the hypothermia to kick in. So the most dangerous thing in cold water is that they don't have a life jacket on. Otherwise they would last an hour floating around and have more of a chance of being picked up. So this doesn't seem like much, just being in cold water, but it sure takes a lot of stress away, and it's good. And I usually spend about 10 minutes in here, and I'm training so that I can work up to going in real ice water, which is coming up pretty soon in Canada. So anyhow, that's the video today. Thanks for watching. It takes me a few minutes to get up. And then I hit the plug out, so I'm going to stay in here longer after talking to you guys. So anyhow, take care, have a good day.